Hello, everybody. My name is Juan Carlos Brando. Thank you for having us today in this show with the attorney Margaret W. Wong, who has been working in the immigration field for over 40 years, 43 years actually. And she has been doing this for a lot of people, helping thousands of families every single month, every single year. She has helped thousands of people that need an immigration relief in the United States of America. So we thank her and we thank every one of you that are joining us today to ask questions, to get some information about your immigration situation. The phone number you can call today if you have any questions or if you have an issue that you would like to ask her and answer. The phone number is 216-279-3984. 216-279-3984. And we want to welcome Ms. Wong, who is already here with us in the studio. Hi, Ms. Wong. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Well, it's not the morning anymore. It's actually afternoon. It's lunchtime.
Life is too fast.
Yeah, we just don't realize that we're already at noon in this side of the world. And thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Let's start by talking about this comprehensive reform that has been requested by the executive branch of the government to the Congress and the Senate. It's been there for a while. So what do we know about it at this point, Ms. Wong?
Right now, we don't know too much. All we know is that they're talking about adding some of the immigration reforms into the billion-dollar infrastructure bills. But right now, we don't know too much. But I really think something will happen. It depends on when. I really think DACA kids, TPS kids, and essential workers may be the first ones to go in, and then we'll talk about PERM bar, 245I. There's really a lot of changes to be made. Right now, the media and both parties are so worried about people coming up from the southern border that they're not thinking about the millions of people in America that are suffering, that we need some help to get us some papers, Social Security, driver's license, work permits, filing tax return with the virus aid and stuff. And people are dying because we have a lot of people in our communities who couldn't drive to go see a doctor, and people are afraid to give them rides because they're worried about they'll get the virus, and they don't have papers, so they're scared to go even take the shots because then they're worried that people, police would ask them for papers, which is not true because Biden already said they're not going to ask you for your papers.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And well, after you mentioned this, I want to remind everybody that they can ask or call for more information to the phone number 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. And well, Jose is asking the first question: did the ICE enforcement priority change?
Yes, absolutely, it changed. Under Obama actually said, if you have kids in America, you're not priority. You have no criminal record, you're not priority. If your spouse is an American citizen or green card, is not priority. If you help take care of elderly people and they need your help, you're not a priority. If you file tax return, it's lower. So they have a list of priorities, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Under Trump, no more priority. Everybody is removable, deportable. You may or may not have deportation order. You may or may not have criminal records. You may or may not have children. It doesn't matter. Under Trump, under Biden, there's also priority, but it's only one sentence: is whoever doesn't have criminal records, and so it's like most people who have no criminal record or final order of deportation may or may not be priority. So each presidency set their own priority list, but right now it has changed. And thanks for that question.
Thank you so much, Jose, for this question. And well, we are receiving a lot of questions from our audience right now. So please, if you want more information, if you want consultation with Ms. Wong, you can call the phone number 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. Ms. Wong, this person says, my girlfriend is coming from Venezuela. She's coming through Mexico, and she's going to surrender herself at the border. I heard about the decision that says that they will have people to wait in Mexico. She should be arriving soon. I'm scared that she will have to stay in Mexico, and I don't know for how long.
We also don't know for how long, but last time under Trump, I have some clients who waited there for 4 or 5 months. Of other clients, because they have children, they waited maybe for 2 or 3 months. But the problem is most of them, sometimes the weather is so cold, sometimes the weather is so hot, and they couldn't stay anymore. So they went back. So now when the government, when US government, Homeland Security called them and say, you're ready for your interview, they're no longer here. And then now they come back, and that's the problem, because you're so afraid and you filed asylum. Why did you go back? And now that we're calling you, why did you come back? So these are things that's an issue.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for this question. And through our inbox, we keep receiving some other questions from the audience. And this next one says the following. I want to know if Miss Margaret can help our case. We have 2 cases. One of those 2 need to be terminated because it's old. It's an old case. And the other case is sponsorship, an employee from the restaurant, and it's being proved since 2014. But to get that case, my old lawyer said we need to terminate the other one, which is asylum case from 2006. That very old case, and until now, the lawyer don't do anything. What can you do for us?
Number one, get a FOIA. I am assuming you have 245I. That's why you already have a perm approval or a new labor cert approval, or you already had an old labor cert approval and had a priority date, number one. Number two is, I'm assuming you have a final order of deportation because you had an old asylum claim in 2006. So you may have final order. So either way, number one, do the FOIA to see why did you get a final order of removal. Number two, make sure the I-140, because if you're from China, it takes 4 years to get the green card. But if you're from Mexico, it takes only 2 years. But if you're from India, it takes 10 years. So it depends on what country you're from, and also see if you enter legally or illegally. But if you have 245I, if you enter illegally, you can do it. So number one, make sure I-140 priority date current, I-140 is approved, the tax return is good. Number two, do a motion to reopen. If you can adjust in America, you should do it. If you cannot, you need to do the DS-260, but then you need a qualifying relative. So it's not that hard, these kind of cases. You just have to get rid of that deportation. If not, you need a 212. 212, you don't need a qualifying relative, but 601A, you will. So it's not a hard case.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And yeah, this is a very interesting question that people have. And we are receiving a lot of other questions. This next one says the following. Let's see if we have it in the questions in our system. This person says, my name is Emma Patrimonio from Chicago, Illinois. I have T visa. Also, my 2 minor kids are T visa too, but they are still in Philippines. Can you help me with my case?
Yes, but I don't know if you really need my help. Number one, you already have the T visa. You can get a green card in a few years, and make sure you do a fingerprint notice. Number two, your 2 minor kids, I feel very bad. All you need is to fill out the, it's only a minor kid, so you need the DS-160. because it's a because I've done other cases like that, because it's a T visa, there's so few approved. It's actually a very good case. I would fill out the DS-160 now. You don't need a lawyer. Fill it out because you are a victim of trafficking, So why do you need to pay a lawyer? That's silly. So fill out the DS-160, make an appointment for the 2 kids. Whoever is the guardian of the 2 kids, go with them. They may ask questions, not so much to the kids, but maybe to the guardian about the T visa. I would not talk about with the kids too much, because it's very traumatizing, because T visa is trafficking. But at least let them know a little bit, maybe, because they may interview the kids. Now they say it's fraud. A Filipino American embassy used to be a very high fraud place, but slowly it's not. Korea used to be high fraud, slowly it's not. So things are really cleaning up. I don't necessarily think you need a lawyer. Fill out the DS-160, go to USDOS, US Department of State.gov, GOV. Go to Philippines American Embassy, Manila. There's only one. And fill out DS-160. Any problem, let me know. I don't know if they're fathers, because Philippine, you could not get divorced. But now you could in the past few years. So they may ask who's the father. So make sure you name the correct father on the birth certificate. These are things that they will check. But I think you'll be fine. Yeah, and the kids will come. Any problem, call me. But I don't necessarily think you need a lawyer. T visa approved, you will get a green card.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And the phone number is 216-279-3984. 216-279-3984 is the phone number that you can call to get more advice with the attorney Margaret W. Wong, who has over 40 years of experience, 44 years of experience working on this field in the United States of America. And she has a lot of experience. She has helped thousands of people every single year. And also she has offices in 9 cities of this country: in Atlanta, in Columbus, in Chicago, Cleveland, Memphis, Minneapolis, Nashville, New York, and Raleigh, North Carolina. And the phone number is just one phone number: 216-279-3984. 216-279-3984. They are working every single day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. But also Ms. Wong can call you on a Saturday, or she may, if you really want to talk to her, she may even call you at 10 p.m. Ms. Wong, how do you keep that much energy every single day to call people at 10 p.m. if you wake up so early?
I'm very lucky, because I have some Spanish speakers who come in to work early, like a 7 a.m., 6:30, 7:15. So just the translator and me, we're very quiet in the office. We start calling because I don't speak Spanish. Also at night it's nice because I don't need a translator, but I do have some translator who doesn't mind late. But if not, we have other clients like Filipinos, Middle Eastern, they speak English, so those very nice. And it's nice when it's nice and quiet, you just focus on the case and you talk about your case. It's just very happy. And I'm happy. I love my job. Yes.
That's a life motivation that we should need. And I remember you invited me to a conference where an old man, I think he's from India, he said retirement is the first step to start dying.
Oh my gosh.
So
yes.
you will never, and you said, I will never retire.
Oh.
And that's really, really important, that we get that inspiration from someone that has been working hard. And if you go to the office, you will see the hardest working person there is Ms. Wong. You get there, she's working. You leave the place, she is still working. She gets home, she is still working. It's just awesome. And thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for putting your heart to all of these cases. So we have a next question. If someone filed asylum in between the process of asylum, can any employer sponsor him?
That's a very, very good question. Yes, if you have 245I. Yes, if you were never out of status. For example, I came as a tourist visa. I filed my asylum within 4 months. I did not work undocumented until 8 or 9 months after I filed asylum, and I never filed illegal tax return. So in that case, you may be able to use a perm and to get a green card. The promise, I noticed you may be born in India. Indian as India, number one, you need a really good asylum claim. Number two is for perm green card. Even though it could be a medical doctor or lawyer or teacher, it does take 9 to 10 years or sometimes 8 years to get a green card. So normally by then, you already finished your IJ, you already finished your trial. You may have lost the BIA because if you won, you would not need a perm. So it's a parallel track case. How did I come to America? Did I ever come illegally? Did I ever work illegally? If I'm in status or only out of status before the age of 18, or I have 245I, yes, on this side you can do a perm. But assuming you're from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, then you only need 2 or 3 years to get a green card. Or if it's an Indian national married to a Bangladeshi, Kashmir is India, right? So it doesn't count. Or Indian national married to a Singaporean, then you get a green card in 1.5, 3 years. So it depends on the country, but the general answer is yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for this answer. So, Amit, if you need more information, please give us a call, 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984. A lot of people from India and from Pakistan and many other countries call Ms. Wong because they know that she can help them, and she has helped thousands of people from India. And India is southeastern, Ms. Wong?
Is southeast, yeah.
Southeast in Asia. So that's some really good thing. And also, and I don't want to make Ms. Wong feel bad, but she has been helping some people in India, and they really, really, really love Ms. Wong. So thank you so much. Let's go with the next question. Denise is asking, if an U.S. citizen spouse gets her spouse legal and he returns to the United States and she has been on state and federal assistance, SNAP, SSI, Medicaid, can they make her or her spouse repay any or all of the costs used over those years she was back in his own country until the date he comes back?
This is a very good question. Basically, it's a question of public charge because I brought my spouse to America, and if he gets on public charge, because my 864, my affidavit of support, there are two types of affidavit of support. I-134 is not legally enforceable, but 864 under the new law is. So if I sign my 864 for my spouse and he got on public charge, would the government make me pay back for everything? So far, even though the laws say so, I have never seen a case where the government make you pay back, except like in child support, but that's not an 864 issue. That's an American state divorce issue on child support. So I've not seen it. So the law says yes, but I've not seen it. And if I were you, I won't worry too much. It seemed like you and your spouse may not be getting along. Just remember how much you have loved each other for you to sign it for him one day at that time. And things may have gone south or gone bad, but let's not live our lives with hate, because I do a lot of these cases where I get a call back. I say, oh, now she got a citizen, she dumped me, and then I always thought, oh my gosh, but at least you have loved, at least you have children, at least you bought a beautiful home together. I mean, it is what it is, and people do get upset about hate and love. No love, no hate.
That's interesting.
Sad. Yeah,
Thank you so much. Yeah, there is only one step between love and hate. We should stay in the side of love. But when we love someone so much and they betray us, it's like it's just one step to hate. But we shouldn't keep those things in our heart, because the ones that are affected are ourselves. The other person will be happy and you will be angry or whatever, and you don't need that in your life. So let's go with the next question, Ms. Wong. Thank you so much. Dady is asking, I really need advice from Jakarta, Indonesia. here. I have 4 years bar removal order a couple years ago under 212A, misrepresenting the law. Few weeks ago, I had a K1 visa interview, and the embassy counselor said I don't need a waiver. I have informed the embassy about the 5 years bar that I have, but they insisted that I don't need the 212 waiver, and they will grant me a visa. Your advice is really appreciated. I really don't know what to do, as in my understanding that is that I need the waiver.
Okay. Whatever they say, I would get the way. I would just come first and figure it out, because I know what you're worried about. You have 90 days to marry, and you're worried that now you marry, you cannot get the American green card. But if they say you don't need a waiver, please just get the visa and come to America. You're lucky to get a K1 visa approval and the visa stamp in your passport, because who knows, the second strain, the COVID, may be coming back, Delta strain, and here you could not come back. I just get a call actually from yesterday. The poor girl, there are 4 kids, and she's waiting for her fiance to come. And by the time the fiance got the visa, she only had 3 days to travel. So the fiance said, I couldn't, I'm on my own home. I'm in Germany. I just couldn't come yet. So now it's been 5 months, and he couldn't get another appointment for the visa, because at that time he didn't know when people grant you a visa, it should come right away. So regarding your question, let me explain to you why maybe the American, I'm sure they're right. You never tell anybody that they're wrong. So the reason why is twofold. Number one, you probably were denied a visa, and you had expeditious removal, because it's a 5-year case. 5-year expeditious removal means that you went back home, you are nice, you did not come illegally, you did not, so it's a 5-year. Anytime it's a 5-year case and you've got a new visa to come back, you don't necessarily need a 212, number one. Number two then is another reason why you probably don't need a 212, because there's no 6C waiver. 6C means that I have misrepresented and I've lied about a material fact. Maybe during the 10-page answer you gave, they think we have lied because we are coming into work, but we didn't work, or we had filed, we had worked, but we say we have no intention to work. That's a lie. But maybe in the denial, if you look at the visa, you probably came in on the tourist visa more than 5 years ago. If you look at the revocation of that visa, probably they did not say 6C, they just say revocation, expeditious removal. Then you really don't need, because misrepresentation is a permanent bar. It's not just a 5-year bar. So my recommendation is maybe even have them put no 212 needed or something, but I would come now. Don't argue with them, because 212C would take another 6, because 212C now is not approved by Thailand, it's approved by an American PO box. So I would go ahead and just come. Please take my advice and come and then figure it out and marry the person within 90 days. Because K1 visa is actually harder than spousal visa now, because President Biden specifically say spouse of a citizen or green card and a student visa can get faster treatments, but not so much fiance. I would just come without the waiver.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Wong, for this answer. And well, we have another question. I don't know why questions today are really, really interesting but long as well. And this person says, I just want a little advice. My name is Badr Al Din. I am 17 years old and I reside in Yemen. I have American citizenship by extension. I and my brother Al Hassan are from my father. This happened when he worked for us at the American embassy in Jordan. And after we returned from Jordan, my father changed greatly. I think he was mentally ill to the point that he divorced my mother and refused giving us our rights, and also refusing to give us American passport, um, as we okay, let me
As I think I know the answer.
Okay.
Because your father worked in the American embassy, your question is not clear. Did you ever have an American passport? If you do, wait till you're 18, or even, I think you can do it now because you're old enough. I would just write or call the American embassy, write them, or call any passport office and confirm you had an American passport. Because the sad thing about American embassy people working in America or somewhere else is that the children born there is not American citizens. If your father's name is on the embassy list of the blue book, or because I've done some cases like that. So even though you have a birth certificate saying you're an American citizen because the embassy is America, you need to check that blue book. But if you already had a passport, it doesn't matter. So even after 18, because of the American kidnapping law, even now, if your mother have custody of the children, I would have the mother and you go to the American embassy or call the passport office to confirm you already have it. Because your mother have full custody of you, there's no kidnapping, you can get your own passport. So number one, check if you already had a passport. Number two is in the divorce papers, check if your mother have sole custody. Number three, if not, wait for the age of 18. If not, do it now. Call the American embassy, write them a letter, prove, the Jordan stuff, the American embassy stuff. I'm pretty sure you're okay if you already had the passport. If not, you have to prove your father's name is not on the blue book.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And well, time has gone really, really fast today, Ms. Wong, and we love that a lot of people have been asking questions. It was really, really quick to me at the time today. So thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Is there any other advice that you would like to give to people today?
Oh, just do whatever you can. And I really want to remind everybody, wherever we are, we can be in Yemen, we can be in Hong Kong, we can be in China. I don't want us to dream and dream about America, so life stop. In Afghanistan, I read there was a 17-year-old awesome kid. The picture is, he's handsome, he's beautiful. He was hanging onto the airplane and he died. Is life more important, or is coming to America and became illegal more important? Of course, America is great. I came and I want you to come. But the older I am, the more I realize, let's really open our minds up and not always, but live at the moment, live now, and don't always think about, oh, I will be in America 5 years. My mother is sponsoring me, or my father this. You're only 17 years old and you have such an amazing life ahead of you. You know all the Arabic cultures, which we don't. You'd be awesome. And I'm pretty sure you're already an American citizen. So work with your mother and forgive your father and work with them, because mental illness is a big problem, even in America. And I'm sorry about your father, but somehow he'll be fine because he is your father and you'll be fine.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. Well, we keep receiving questions today, and our time is up. But I see an interesting one here. Can I change the status from B1B2 to H1B in the United States?
Absolutely, yes, because B1B2 can change anything. The problem is B1B2 is only for 6 months. And H1B, you have to start in February, file in April. We got into the visa category, the 65 and 85,000. And even if you got the H1B, it's only good from October 1st. So if you're out of the country, you can go stamp your passport by September 15th, because they give you 15 to 30 days. If you're in the country, you have to make sure the B1, B2 parallel track, B1, B2, B1, B2, B1, B2, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, H1B, and then cancel the B1, B2. Right now, because of the virus, there's some B1, B2, it's not even approved for 6 months or 12 months. So 5.5 months B2, 5.5. So you have to make sure it balances left and right, yin and yang, balance, all right? So yes, the answer is yes, but it's difficult.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And a very last one. My husband is LPR. I entered on a tourist visa and I overstayed. Then he filed for me the I-130. It was approved, but now they say I need to do a waiver. And now I applied for GPS. What should I do?
Absolutely apply for TPS. I presume you're from Venezuela. Absolutely apply for TPS, and depends on how old are you. And if your husband could become a citizen, then from TPS you should be able to get the green card. But TPS parole after August of 2020 no longer can get green card. But don't worry, don't leave the country. You may want to start the 601A now, but you have no country to go to. Venezuela American Consulate is closed. So definitely apply for TPS. Let the I-130 sit, and you still have a working permit. I would not do anything. And I won't even try to waiver, because why waste legal fees when you couldn't go anywhere? I would not do it. I would just do TPS.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wong. And well, now we dismiss, and thank you. See you next week. We know tomorrow you will be in Columbus in person. So if you have not done your appointment yet with Ms. Wong, please give us a call, 216-279-3984, 216-279-3984, and go to the office where Ms. Wong is. She will be taking care of your immigration needs tomorrow in the city of Columbus, Ohio. Thank you so much, and take care. Stay safe, and this weekend, and please next week join us in the show with the attorney Margaret W. Wong. Also, today at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time, we will have the new podcast coming from Ms. Wong. It's in Spotify already. It's on Apple Podcasts, Android, and Google Podcasts. But also today, it's coming out on YouTube, the YouTube channel of Margaret W. Wong and Associates. Thank you so much. See you next time, and